Have you ever wondered why some men have it and some men don't? Right? Some men can go around women and they're just natural with it. They can make her laugh. They can make her smile. They can make her light up. And then other men go around that same girl and she's more closed off. She's not talking. She's more short. Why is that? That first guy understands something. And it's these 5 signs that we're going to talk about today that will help you when it comes to dating women, when it comes to just understanding women as a whole. And hopefully my goal is by the end of this video, you have some tips that you can take out, you can use inside of your dating world, or you can use inside of your own relationship just to make it a little bit better. All right. So a lot of men believe that being mean to women is the way, right? If I just be mean to her, I'm like a bad boy. If you're not a bad boy, you feel me? I'm gonna be mean to her. I'm gonna talk, bad to her. I'm gonna, do all these different things. And sure, women may like a part of that because it does create curiosity, and in the beginning it might be confusing because a lot of bad boys, they have confidence, they have standards, they have a certain aura about them. And if you're just being mean to her, you might look like this person, but deep down on the inside, you're not like that. And the more that you be around her, or the more that you talk in conversation, she'll realize that you're not, and she'll be disinterested. So it's not about being mean. It's about knowing your worth in the sense of not caring about her reaction. So if I go up to a woman, I speak to her and she's a little bit cold, I may, try to come from an angle, like, not approach her head on, right? Approach her side by side so she doesn't feel threatened, or, I'm way bigger than her. So she's like, oh, what the heck is going on? Who are you? It's danger. And I still come in a soft, but still very dominant manner. I approach her like, hey, I want you. And she's still a little closed off. I'm gonna move on. I may talk to her friend. I may talk to another girl at the bar. And then if it's another pretty woman that's sitting there at the bar and I talk to her and she gives me the time of day, then that first woman that I spoke to was like, dang, maybe he is cool. It piques her curiosity, and curiosity is a big lever on how women are ran. So if you don't take anything else from this video, understand that curiosity is a language that women communicate in, because they'll speak to you to try to pique your curiosity, right? They'll say things like, you never text me, or you don't love me. They don't really mean that. They just want to confuse you and pique your curiosity to be like, baby, what are you talking about? They get some type of thrill out of that. So speak to them in their language, especially on the front end. Curiosity is a thing that you can absolutely do when texting a girl, right? Say, hey, it was great meeting you today, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to talk for the long haul, right? I'm not sure we'll be able to connect in the near future. Of course, she's going to say, wait, what? Why not? We had such a great time. Crazy random example, but it's piquing curiosity. You don't have to be corny about it. You can pick your time when you choose to do this and when you choose not to do it. But having your communication style invoking curiosity in it will intrigue women naturally. All right. So don't give everything away. Don't be talking too much. Let her do all the talking. If she's not talking enough, then pique her with curiosity. All right. And just be playful and understand her demeanor and her type. A lot of women are playful. Some are a little bit more straight, and they don't want the player type coming up and speaking to them. So if you give off that vibe just with your swag and demeanor, then you might need to be a little bit more strict and more straight to the point, right, with her, and not so outgoing and playful and things that might rub her the wrong way. But you get to pick up on these social cues in person. All right. So curiosity is number one. You definitely want to make sure that you do that. Okay. Number two is you want to stop trying to impress her. Instead, create an emotional experience. Now, when I say impress her, she can feel when you're doing it for her and not for yourself, right? Women can feel that. Okay. So if you focus on creating a curated experience that she's never had with any other man, then you stand out, right? So if when your playlist is good, you understand maybe who she listens to, like go through her Instagram, see who she's putting on her, what her captions are saying. Is it Drake? Is it whoever it is, right? And you just can see the type of vibe that she likes. If you pick her up for a date or something, maybe reference one of those artists, right? You're just paying attention to her and using what's in your environment to bring those things up when it's natural. Don't overdo it. All right. But maybe you're in some type of bar and you're sitting at the bar, right? And obviously this is if you follow each other, you might follow each other and maybe link up at a specific place. Sometimes they have little jukeboxes where you can pay and you can get the song, and then you might play a song, right? That she played, but it's a very specific song. When she be like, "Oh, I love this song. How'd you know that?" And I'm like, I stalked you a little bit. I'm not creepy, but that would be a curated experience, right? Because you might think, how can I do that if I don't know this girl like that? But if you just take some time, pay attention to her hair color, pay attention to the colors that she like, that what she wears, her nails, if they're long or they're short, these usually tell what the woman is into. So if you just take a moment and do those things, I'm sure you can pull something out that's organic, where she will feel appreciated and know that you were paying attention to her. All right. And then obviously if you make it past, date 1, date 2, date 3, now you're really into the curation, stages. So it's not about what you do. It's about choosing a theme and sticking to it, especially with dates. If it's playful, right? Couple that with something a little bit more serious. Do the opposites to hit her different senses. So in the daytime, I might do something a little bit more playful. Might be, something competitive. It might be throwing axes. It might be going swimming. It might be arcades. I don't know, whatever her theme is, right? It might be something just more adventurous, taking a hike, a hot air balloon, in a helicopter, whatever. And then in the evening, I'm going to do something completely opposite of that. It's a little bit more romantic. I'm talking a little bit less. I'm a little bit more serious. I'm dressed up. I got on a different cologne, right? And then, or it might be a solo date where it's just something that's very intimate early on, like a massage, for an example, or something just real intimate, right? Where you guys are like maybe doing sipping paint, or you guys are doing yoga. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but something where it's just you two. And then maybe later on, if you know her well enough or you can get this information, then you go out with her friends, right? You invite her friends out. You invite your guy friends out. It brings a completely different dynamic. And just these couple things that I'm teaching you, you can use to curate a whole day, a whole different vibe that another man hasn't done. Every man has taken her out to eat. Every man has maybe paid for something for her nails, right? But how can you curate an experience where she doesn't forget you? You want to be memorable. That's your whole goal. If you lead with trying to be memorable, you will be memorable. And this will make women obsessed with you, bro. Obsessed with you. You cannot get out of their mind. As soon as you text them, they texting you back immediately. They picking up the call. They want to FaceTime you. If you're not responding back quick enough, they're just like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Because they haven't had experiences like that. Okay. And they love it, especially if you're a solid guy, right? So that's number 2. Number 3, have an edge without being disrespectful. You do not have to be disrespectful to women. All right. You need to have standards and you need to have order with women. Okay. So you let a woman know exactly who you are, exactly what you stand for, exactly what you will tolerate and not tolerate. And you don't have to come out on the first day like, hey, this is what no. Just over time, right? When she's getting to know you, hey, how do you handle this situation? How do you handle that situation? You answer it honestly, right? And if she might disagree with you, you say, baby, that's fine. But I think right now in my life, that's where I stand. And that's how I would handle the situation, or this is where I'm at in my life. And she may disagree with you and be okay with it in your spirit. Don't try to revert back and just agree with her, stand your ground, but you don't have to be mean to her. Women like guys that are mean after they're already attracted to them. They already have some type of status about them, some type of power, some type of known thing. They know of this person already, right? The celebrity status factor. but you guys don't know each other. You just meeting her. Why are you being mean to her? A lot of chances are you're not really going to get a second date. And if you do, she's probably just curious because you just were so nonchalant. But when she really sees that that's not going anywhere, she's going to drop off, I'm telling you. But if you want to keep women around, you want to have good women relationships, good women friends, or have good dating experiences, then you need to understand the blend between being authentic, but also having order, power, and understanding how to move in and out of those realms. All right. Another thing, this is just a bonus, right? Guys, stop talking so much. When you're around a woman, you're around her for the first time, let her talk about herself. Ask her questions about her. She doesn't need to know anything about you. Be mysterious. She's like, what do you do? You're like, shh, I really don't even want to talk about that. I do a lot of things. You don't. Now, if she keeps asking you, give her the answer, right? Because you don't want to seem like you're hiding stuff from her, but you want to just lead with her. Let her be in her feminine. Let her be in her aura. Let her be in her energy. And just let that be what it is, dog. You don't have to do nothing more and nothing less. You talking too fucking much. You talking yourself out the panties. You know what I'm saying? She don't care about you. She cares about her. And then her natural women tendencies, her feminine nature is going to want to care about you after she sees that you care about her. Right? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, next. You want to make her feel seen beyond what a typical man notices, right? Can she be comfortable around you? Can she laugh around you? Can you make fun of her in a playful way where she doesn't get offended? Can you, right? Like, these are deeper things that are relationship like things, right? Where she just feels comfortable around you. She feels safe around you. That's deeper than you having designer on. I promise you. A guy with designer can walk in, and she won't even see him. She ain't even looking his way. You know what I mean? Why? Because this guy has her attention. Because he's stimulating her in a different area that she needs to be stimulated. And women need to be stimulated from surface level all the way to deep levels. They're deep creatures. We're deep too. We're all deep as humans, but I'm saying women are deep. All right, they think in fairy tale land and stuff like that. Like, men, we be like doing what's right in front of us and knocking shit down. They be thinking about how the earth is flat and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Let her be her, man. And my last tip is for you to desire her without making her your entire life, especially too early. And honestly, ever, but especially too early. Making a woman your entire life will knock your bar down, because a woman is not meant to be the ultimate focus. Because if she's the ultimate focus, then how can you work? How can you produce? She's not meant to be the ultimate focus. Your purpose and your calling and what you have inside of here, that's meant to be your ultimate focus. And as long as you are living those things out and you are balancing those things to a degree with your woman and have a good, healthy relationship and know her, getting to know her, or just even if it's not a relationship, just women that you're talking to, you letting them know you're communicating. Hey, baby, I'm gonna really be busy. You know, I can't really talk that much. You know what I'm saying? But we can go on a date here and there. We can do our thing. Hey, I'm still single. I'm not trying to really be in a relationship. Be honest. Be honest with the women so that they can choose to stay around you or choose to move on. But a lot of times, more times than not, if you solid and you do it in a really player way, they're going to still want to be around you. Why would they not want to be around you? You being honest with them. You focusing on your mission. You getting to the money. Even if you're not, you're ambitious and you're going towards it. You providing for people around you. You can communicate well. People like you. You got relationships. Why wouldn't she want to be around you? She will 100% will want to be around you. And by doing these 5 things, you can just make her just crazy about you, relationship or not. And I want you to be careful with this information, because if you use it and you try to use it and just go deep down this territory, you can get into manipulating women, and that's something that I don't stand for. Manipulating them to just do 100% what you want to do and be narcissistic to women. You don't have to be like that to have multiple women, right? If you in the poly shit, I mean, it's 2026, bro. This is not 2000, 1990, 1980. This shit ain't taboo no more. Like, girls are going, guys are going, people are in poly situations. People ask me and my girl about poly situations. Somebody on social media just asks us, hey, you need another girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? It's everywhere. So it's not something that you need to lie about. You don't need to lie about who you are. You don't need to lie about where you at in life. You don't need to lie about anything, bro, because you can get a beautiful woman and have women falling over you if you have respect for yourself. You treat women with care. You have standards. You have aura. You keep her curious, and you curate great experiences. So if you got value out of this video, man, send it to one of the guys for me. I'm trying to grow this channel to over 100,000 subscribers. We at 8,000 or so subscribers right now. I want to be able to get there. And if this is this topic is stuff that you enjoy, come and join us. We have our community called Made Men Society, where we talk about etiquette, we talk about dating, we talk about class, we talk about self-improvement and just overall men talk, right? And we have a lot of men in there that's going through the same things that me and you go through, right, on a daily basis. You might be entering fatherhood. You might be moving to a different city. You might be wherever you at in life. It doesn't matter, man. You need men around you to be in your corner, to have friendships and relationships with. So, man, make sure you check us out there, and I'll check you out in the next video.